man, the coolest legend there is. The cool, the DJ, the red light. I'm with my man Mac357. I'm with my man the CB, the Chucky Black. I'm with my man the DJ Troop. Do you know what that is? The evening experience. The evening experience. Make a note of it.
No duly.
Yo, once again, it's your boy Mac357 and your boy
Big Chuck in the building.
And right now, you're looking at the evening experience, once again, from 6 to 7 every week. And we're also on 87.9 Real Deal FM.
Feels good to be back up on the air, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been forever. It's only been 7 days.
I know. It just feels like that. But if you're trying to adjust your sets and you're looking and sitting in the center, and I know you see our ugly mugs every week, but there's some beauty in the building. This is the real Chela Sway in the building. Chela Sway is right here, right now, in this building. And you think I'm joking? Okay, she's right there. Right there.
Hey guys.
Sexy Swag is in the building. So this is what we do. I try to tell you every week, you never know who's gonna come up on the air. And then currently, she's on the air. So I want everybody to pay attention. From 6 to 7 every Thursday, make this your staple. Make this your home. Make this your outlet. If you having problems at work, this is the place to come solve. If you having things that are messed up in your life and your wife is getting on your nerve or your girlfriend, I'm sorry for you, go Dr. Phil. But here is where you're gonna get the evening experience, and we're gonna have fun every week, and we're gonna talk, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna joke, we're gonna do everything that makes us happy and you happy. So at this moment, fellas, are you happy?
I hope so.
So just to start off, you have been in a lot of different avenues, a lot of media, a lot of social media. And I noticed that you are on 2 different shows at this moment. Sirius XM with DJ K Slay show.
I occasionally will guest host with him.
Awesome.
So yeah, because I have a lot of radio experience. I actually used to do a show with 15 Minutes of Fame in New Jersey. So I had my own show with them for like a year, like a 2-3 hour slot. And I used to be with Heavy Bags. Then I was by myself for a little while. And then I kind of fell off the map with it because of the distance. But outside of that, I actually, I was, in tune with media. Like that was my thing. Okay. So yeah, Slay, a couple of times he had me guest host only because of the experience. But I think he actually now has found a permanent co-host. And occasionally I'll still pop in if I do like a more recent magazine. He'll have me come in and just, swing through or whatever. But that, and yes, I do another show.
Party and bull crap.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We can't do that on the air.
Yeah. I figured it was censored because you guys are FM dial now. So yeah, I do that show along with Jack Thriller. You guys can actually catch it on YouTube. It's we got a couple of reels on there. It's a great show. We've interviewed some really dope guests, a lot of the Power Cast, things like that.
Yeah, so I noticed that not only have the Power Cast showed up, but you get sometimes various artists and people that will show up, and y'all really look like you're having a party on there.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I mean, literally, I don't drink like that, but I end up drinking on Mondays. Usually people drink Friday, and Friday is like the new Monday. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah.
I wish.
But we won't be on the air this Monday coming, so the following Monday.
And how is it working with Jack Thriller? And I see that he's a crazy zany guy, but every week y'all are getting it in. I see his wife shows up.
She actually is one of the producers on the show.
Oh, nice. So how long have that show been on the air?
That I just recently found myself being a part of that team. I think I want to say a couple of months easily. I don't know for sure. I just started with them probably the last 2 months. Okay. I've been a part of it. I came in as a guest like 3 months ago, and then they liked me. They said, listen, we want you to be co-host. And then along with Kathy Red. So now with the 2 female co-hosts alongside Jack Thriller. He's crazy. Jack is nuts. He's like out of his mind. But I think, and I always say this, everyone from the South is funny. I don't think they mean to be funny, but their accent is so strong that everything they say is funny.
Right.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, yeah. It's like you can't help but laugh.
Right. Now, how did you get your start? I mean, like I know for everybody has their story. Tell the people what's your story.
So like almost 3 years ago, I was working at Sue's Rendezvous, my home club at the time.
Mount Vernon,
And
New York.
DJ, yeah, right there in Mount Vernon.
That's where I live.
Right.
43 years, about to be 44 this month.
Oh, wow. So DJ K Slay used to throw his monthly parties there.
Yes.
And I was working, and he came up to me. He was like, listen, you have great physique, really pretty. Would you ever consider shooting for my magazine? So his cousin had came to me like prior to that and had mentioned it. And I said, all right, well, if he ever does bring it to me, I'll do it. And sure enough, that's how it played out. And he said, listen, don't do any covers for anyone else. I'm going to release this cover with you on it. And that's kind of like what opened the floodgates to a lot of what I do now. My following was already growing dramatically via social media. So when I actually got around to doing the cover of Straight Stunt, the first one I did was Originators. And then I did one Straight Stuntin', but I've been featured in almost every issue. And, you know, I'm just thankful he gave me the opportunity. Slay's an awesome guy. We actually share the same birthday. So it's pretty dope on that note. And then, you know, it's always, everything's a work in progress though, because I don't consider myself a model. Like I do urban modeling, but I don't consider myself a model. I'm a mom and I work and I'm a bartender and I don't consider myself a model. I happen to model. Like
Right.
Modeling is not the forefront of what I do.
That may be true, but I beg to differ. You are incredibly naturally beautiful. There is, I've seen many people come through and they have to, sorry ladies, cake it on to make themselves look like something. You're just naturally gorgeous. Like even if I prayed, God couldn't have made a more beautiful woman. But
You don't agree?
Nah,
I'm joking.
I'm learning the game from him. That's all.
but just naturally, and then I recently just saw that you were with Lala, and she just
Yeah.
started a clothing line.
She started a jean collection, and it's pretty dope because I don't know if you ladies remember, you know, Parasucos and Sergio Valentes. They were really popular when I was younger because of the cut of the jeans. A lot of women like that are thick. It's hard to find jeans that fit nice.
Yes, because you know oh no. Okay.
It's hard to find jeans that fit nice. And the dope thing about it is Lala, she decided that, you know, like, let me launch an inexpensive line of jeans that cater to women of all shapes and sizes. So that's the dope part. You know, shout out to her. And Lala's also from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx.
EX stand up.
Okay.
So I was glad to be a part of that for her. Actually, I was brought in by another friend who's a bartender where I work, and she was the one who introduced me to that situation. And I'm happy. I got a nice pair of jeans. They fit dope. You know, I can't wait to wear them and help advertise and boost the brand in any way that I can. And
Well, you definitely did that, and I would definitely tell you why. Because when I saw the picture, I was like, damn, okay, Lala, keep doing it. All right. The process is you have the natural ability to make anything better from what I've seen online, because a lot of people pull you into a lot of things.
They do.
Because of the fact that, not only because you're beautiful, but I've listened to you in different interviews and different other things, and you're extremely smart.
Approachable.
You have a following because you know how to position yourself and how to make yourself invaluable to what I've seen online.
Yeah, I never believed that. A lot of people, they misconstrue popularity for superiority.
Right, for sure.
There is no superior anything except for God. So
Amen.
With that being said, you're not supposed to covet that way of thinking. You shouldn't go out there in the world and assume that because you attained whatever, I deserve this treatment. You get what you pay for. And if you're broke, then you need to respect it. Like, a lot of these people, they have a big following, but they don't have the money to match. So you know, Donald Trump could walk into a restaurant and get seated, even though there's a crowd waiting outside and the restaurant is full. They'll make space for him.
Right.
He's got the money to do it.
Right.
When I go somewhere, I don't expect for someone to stop what they're doing and cater to me, because I'm just me. I mean, yes, popular on Instagram, but I don't expect it. I don't feel like when you guys hit me to do the show, I've come to this station. I remember this station before it was even built. I know DWI for many, many years. I would never say no to anyone that works for this station.
That's dope.
I don't care if I was on TV tomorrow. I'm going to come here and still do an interview because I watch these people literally, you know,
Brian.
blood, sweat, and tears into this building. So DWI is always going to have my support. Anybody that works with him is always going to have my support. You know, Instagram is Instagram. If Instagram would have shut down tomorrow, what's going to happen?
A lot of men would be hurt.
A lot of girls would be out of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for social media, though, to some extent. I've achieved a lot being on social media. I've gotten a lot of gifts. I've gotten tons of free clothes and sneakers for promotion, hair. I'm right now doing a promotion for another tea, which happens to not be flat tummy tea. See, people can stop complaining because flat tummy tea don't fucking work. Effing work. But this is the one that I'm promoting is green tea, and green tea has always been a natural product.
Well, as you can
Whether
see,
they, you know, if they put a different name on it, that's different. But green tea is green tea. It's gonna do what it does.
Right.
But I'm just thankful that I've gotten to reach so many people throughout the world that have social media. It's a lot of perverts.
Oh yeah.
A lot of perverts. And they always come from India. I don't know why. I don't know why.
shout out to my Indian people out there. I'm just saying, you know.
It's
we know.
bad.
We got you. We got
It's
you.
bad, but
And as you can see, I was using flat tummy tea. Okay. They ain't working, but I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna work it out anyway. All in all, the part that I've noticed also is, you're right. You're a very humble person.
man,
And you have the kindest heart, because when I reached out to you, God's honest truth, folks, I'm looking at the camera when I say this, I did not expect to even answer my email. And when she answered, I was like this, oh, shoot. And then I was like, well, she says she's coming. Oh, shoot. And then she's here.
Now she's here.
Oh, shoot.
no, I'm not like that.
No, but listen, a lot of people who started off in this industry and started off where we are when they were in their humble means, weren't getting guests, weren't having people answer their calls,
Right.
are now at the plateau where they are,
Right.
and they forget that. And then they go, why should I do that little thing? What do those people do every week? They
Right.
come on some show on some station. But that's why I respect Funkmaster Flex, because he came here. That's my brother to
He's
this
from
day.
the Bronx.
Good man. And I actually
He
know
better
him for
come
years.
Word.
He's from the Bronx. Always shouting out Gun Hill and all these areas of the Bronx. He's from
That's
the
right.
uptown section of the Bronx.
EX Borough.
Yeah, I'm from Soundview, but
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
I drove. I took the Bruckner straight here,
Nice.
95 north.
But there's a lot of people who, I guess, forget the...
They do. People, but they want to forget. People can't wait to forget.
Right.
That's what people don't get. A person who suffered their whole life, the minute they no longer feel pain, now you're happy. So you're going to forget about the pain that you suffered. But I don't believe in forgetting about pain. I don't like pain. So what I do is I remember that pain. I don't forget it. I remember it.
Kind of
I remember it because I use that as a constant reminder to never, ever, ever make whatever mistake I made before. That's just how I look at it. Everybody's view
no.
is different.
I'm right here with you.
Right. So, you know, I couldn't see myself being famous and looking down and saying that little. No, at that moment in my life, that's what I was doing and that's what was happening.
Right.
You know, I'm in a different place. Things are going to happen differently. But I'm always going to look at the road, you know, and the stops that I've made. I don't think that people should forget that.
Kind of to piggyback off what you're saying, dealing with pain and whatnot, kind of tell the people some of your more, I guess, difficult moments coming up and getting to where you at.
Oh man, okay, let's start.
Uh-oh.
When I was okay, so I have my daughter here with me and she's 12. And when I was her age, my developmental stages, they were moving slow. I was like always the tortoise in the race, like the tortoise. I was moving the slowest, but everybody, you know, my cousins would always say, she's gonna grow up to be the prettiest. They would tease me to death. She's so skinny, this and that. And my cousin would say this, and he still says it to this day. She's gonna grow up to be the prettiest. You guys watch. Right. She's gonna grow up to be the best of the best. You watch. And everybody's like, no, she's not. She's flat-chested. She's this, she's that. And then as I started to develop and time went by, you don't really grasp your beauty when you're young. You know what I'm saying? Especially because your mom is not gonna use that as a focal point because they want you to go out into the world, be humble, be respectful, and be happy with what's going on around you. And don't use your beauty as a way to get by because then that leads to other things. Right. So my mom never taught me to be like that. So I didn't know I was beautiful until I got older. Like I never thought I was ugly, but I didn't think that I was the object of everyone's affection. Right. Like, you know, I just kept it moving. And then as I kept getting older, you start adding little elements to yourself and you're like, damn, like this is working for me. And then, you know, one day you just blossom into this being. And I'm like, you know what, Chela, you're dope. Stop underrating yourself. And that's kind of how it happened. But as far as like the pivotal moments in my life that I can remember that struck me as the most painful, I would have to say the loss of my mom. That's the only thing I can really compare anything to. I don't have a lot of family. So I grew up without a lot of family, just her really. So when I lost her, I think that was the most painful thing I've ever experienced. And I hope to never have that pain again. Right. And I wish that on no one. Right. So you got a mom, hug her, kiss her, because, you know, you just never know. And that's how it was for me. It was just like one day we woke up and it was phone calls and, you know, it was it.
I lost mine 6 years ago, so.
Yeah, for me, 2009.
2011.
Yeah. So. And people don't know, they don't know, like, unless you've actually experienced it, you do not know that pain. No, that is literally uncharted territories until you experience it.
Right. You'll never forget it.
No.
Mine was April 7th, 10:50 a.m.
Yep. For me, it was around. Yeah. You just.
Woo. Okay. But I will say, if you had to tell someone who's coming into radio or someone who's coming into any popular or trying to grow a brand, what would be that advice that you would leave them?
You know, it's so crazy. People ask me all the time at work. You know, girls come up to me because they assume like, oh, they don't ever get my name right. My name is Chela, but they always say, you're Chela Sway. I don't know where they get. I don't know how they mix the letters up like that.
Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of dyslexic people.
Right. I'm like, that's so strange that you just moved the S from behind the A all the way to in front and then added an E because there was no E there. So yeah. So they say Chela Sway. Right. And you know, there's always some random person that'll ask me like, how did you get that many followers? Because you see, if you don't ask me, I'm not going to tell you. I don't say anything.
Right.
I don't go up to people like, you know who I am. I don't do that. Like, people have to come up to me and say, I love you. I follow your Instagram. You know, and then I'll converse with them about that. But for the most part, I don't bring it up. But if a person asks me how to attain this level of popularity, I don't know what happened. It just happened. There's women out there that do so much more than me that probably look better, but don't have the same following. I think people gravitate to warmth.
Right.
You know, like I follow Black Jaguar, White Tiger. They have like 9 million followers on Instagram. People love that page because that is a page that's dedicated to the savior of almost extinct tigers. Mm-hmm. People love to watch them grow. See, people see tigers and they see something negative. They're gonna kill you, they attack. This is what they do, they're wild animals. They show a whole different side of that. And you can't help but to now see one and possibly go up to it and hug it, and you'll probably get your face chewed off, but that's what that page does to you. Yeah. That page brings a different light to that.
Right.
So what I did was I smiled. and I was myself, and I was happy, and I would show myself with the braids, without the braids, with the curly hair, without the curly hair, with makeup, without makeup, wearing something regular, wearing something really dope, wearing something super sexy. I just gave them so much varieties of myself that, you know, I didn't give you an option as to whether or not you were going to appreciate it. This is what I was putting out there. And if you like it or not, there's nothing I can say, but this is what I'm doing. And that's why I call my page Chela Sway, because I don't follow nobody's direction. I don't do anything anybody does. I don't even know what these girls do. I can't sit there and say I go to the pages and I follow Fashion Bomb Daily and Rihanna. I think they're super dope. But outside of that, like as far as, you know, fashion sense, I might pay attention to things like that. But I'm an animal lover. I follow all of the animal pages. I'm weird like that. And that's just what it is, man. I'm just myself.
Hopefully you'll be following the evening experience after this.
Yeah.
The process is, and listening to you articulate, you, did you go to college or did
I did. I went, okay, so I was a high school dropout, which she will never be. I was a high school dropout because I was young and dumb and out of control for a period of time, but I quickly wrapped that up. You know, it was like from 16 to 17 last year, high school sort of thing. And I regret it. I threw a piece of my future away. Not my future, just a piece. You know, I quickly, I like immediately got my GED because I was able to remember all of the information that I had learned. So I was able to quickly do that and get it out the way. Got my GED, and I attended college when I was 18. I went to college for like 2.5 years, and then I went into veterinary medicine. And I was a technician for like 10 years. I worked with all kinds of people, all walks of life. Got tired of the field because it was very depressing after a while. And, but yeah, school was a part of my life. I just didn't feel like I owed anything to the world. I didn't feel like, you know, and I would never, I'm not gonna discredit school. It's necessary. But if you don't know what you want to do, don't spend your money doing nothing. That's the best advice I could give a person. If you don't know what you want to do, don't spend your money doing nothing, because that's what a lot of people do. They make these really, really poor mistakes because the world leads you to believe, oh, you need to go to school so that you can get a good job. I make good money, and I didn't, you know, what I did for a living can't even compare to what I make now. You know what I'm saying? But again, it depends on what you're doing. If you're going to school to be a doctor, stay there.
Yeah.
If you're going to school to be a lawyer, stay there. If you want to do something that's going to help the world, stay there. But if you're confused and you're trying to find direction, sit back and think about it, because there's people that really do want to go to school and they don't have the funds to do it. And you're, you know, soaking all of that up, financial aid and all that. And there's people that actually really want to do something, and you're just taking up a slide. You know, so that's just me. I'm not like being negative or anything, but that's just how I look at it. My daughter, she has aspirations of being involved in medicine because her aunt is involved in medicine. So I'm going to make sure that she pursues that dream. If she decides she wants to wake up tomorrow and play the piano, that's fine too. I'm going to support whatever her dream is, but she's got to get through. And I didn't know anything about seeing things to the end till I got to the end. Now I see everything through to the end,
All right.
you know? But, you know, if you're trying to get in this business, be patient. That's the best advice I could give a person. I think that, you know, anyone trying to get involved in media, social media, radio, TV, be patient. Nothing happens overnight. If you get lucky with that, then that's great. But for the most part, you have to have patience. There's about 1 million people that are all doing the same thing. And there's only one thing that you're going to do that's going to separate you from everyone else. And you can't be the judge of that. Someone else will be. And that's the thing. That's why you have to have patience. That's just...
Well, that's what I tell people all the time. Like, you know, I've been doing this for, on average, 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a little experience.
Mm-hmm.
But the process is, I tell people that when you see me and you hear that voice, once again, it's your boy Mac357. I don't walk around as in the streets talking like that.
Right.
But there is an aspect to this business that you have to, more or less, if you build it, they will come.
Right.
And you have to be patient enough to let them come. Right. Because it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be something where you're instant, oh, wow,
right.
This guy is the best thing since sliced bread. It doesn't
Right.
work like that.
That'd be good right now too. I'm starving. I'm sorry.
Express.
My co-host is always starving. I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah.
But the next question I have for you is, what do you have coming up, and what can we look out for?
So I currently bartend every week in Queens, 3217 College Point Boulevard, Angels in Queens. You guys can come there every Saturday. I'm live behind that bar, having a good old time. I'm at Lust this Sunday, 225 47th Street in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Tuesday, I'll be at Secrets in Queens, and I believe that's 245-11 Francis Lewis Boulevard. And yeah, man, if you like to drink, come have a drink with me.
I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people that's going to come out. Because, like I said, from what I've seen online, you're a sweetheart. And it shows in everything that you do. You seem to be an incredible person. You have an incredible following. And we appreciate that you took the time to come here to the evening experience. But before you go, we're going to actually play a song right now from your co-host from Party and Bullcrap.
Which one is that? The Colors?
No, actually it's Pull Up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With Noriega and Jack Thriller.
All right, just give me a second of that one.
Well,
Okay.
thank you guys for having me, but
what's going to
nonetheless.
happen? But when I got the song from Jack, I was like, wait, you actually sing?
He sings, yeah. He's a good singer, too. He's a great singer. Jack is he's multi-talented. Strange guy, multi-talented. But, you know, they say there's that weird line between genius and insanity.
Right.
So, you know.
I do have one more question for you though, since we talk about music. I know you said before we got on the air, you're not with the new age music.
It's not that I don't, you know, music changes just like, you know, it changes with the times. I don't particularly care for the style of music that's being put out right now. It has no substance and it pushes a lot of drug inspiration.
Negativity.
I don't like it. I don't feel like it, you know, the message.
Like, dude, Molly Percocet? What was that? Oh, okay.
Right, and I don't feel like that's healthy for children. I have a child. You know, but the clubs enjoy it. People, they rock out to it. I'm just, you know, I'm pretty stuck in my ways, and I've always appreciated old school music. That's what I grew up on. So.
Yes, you heard it here
You
first.
would like old school music.
Haters in the building. Oh my goodness. Chela was here. Sexy swag, but incredible woman. Great spirit. And we appreciate having her here. But what we're going to do right now is a little celebratory.
Yeah.
Because one of our team members, DJ Droop, had a birthday.
Yes, sir.
And it's a little something from the evening experience to you. And it ain't much, but it's a
All
little
right, brother.
something.
Much obliged.
Oh.
Ooh, what is this? Oh. Let me take a look.
A little
My
drinky,
man.
a little drinky drink.
I already seen the bad sign, so.
I sent him a little bat signal, so he got a little something to hold on to.
Bless, brother. I appreciate y'all.
There we go.
No problem, no problem.
Always got to celebrate life.
And once again, in the building, shooting us, making us look incredible, making us look great, is ChrisColado.com, doing what he does best, making those flicks happen. We're supposed to be looking for Mr. Antonio Breez. Hopefully he'll be here as soon as possible and give us an opportunity to interview him. But we'll check momentarily. Shout out to Nas, because today was his, or should I say, the other day was his birthday, yesterday. So another 44-year-old that's killing them still.
Wow, 44? Is he 44?
Everybody 40. Said me.
Hey, 4, that's the magic number, brother.
Yeah.
That's the magic number. That's the number music resonates in,
I got
44.
I got about 20 more years till I get there. So
Whatever. All I'm gonna say is that man is still doing it.
Yes.
He got one of the most beautiful women in the game. He got Miss Nicki Minaj, who's 35 herself. So yeah, you didn't know that, huh? Aha. So she's up there, and they were last night celebrating with Swizzy and Mrs. Swizzy. They were partying down last night, getting their drinky drink on.
I wish.
So I tell everybody that born day is a special day because it signifies when you came into the world, and thanking God that you're still here. So we thank God that DJ Droop is in the building and still here.
No doubt, I'm very grateful and blessed. Thanks.
Playing that Migos, that Future, baby.
Yeah. Also, I like to say basically that when you get the opportunity to go to Powder 105 this Sunday, they're doing a delivery truck. Bum B and a sneaker store owner who has a famous sneaker store in Manhattan basically got together, and they are sending a truck to Texas, which Bum B will be receiving. The guy who's supposed to be delivering the truck, his name is Rich. He provided an 18-wheeler. So if you have any donations that you want to give, please, this Sunday, matter of fact, go to Power 105, go to their Breakfast Club page, and you will see the information where you can show up this Sunday with packages and arms, or if you just want to volunteer to actually pack that truck out, because that's an 18-wheeler. That's not small.
Yeah.
So take the opportunity to do so by going to the Power 105 stage. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. I say right now, Charlamagne, you did something good in that part. Shout out to Angela Yee and DJ Envy. Also, there is Lyrically Live. If you still haven't finished voting, the DS NBX app, you can go take the opportunity to vote for Lyrically Live. And my friend Shai Ponte and Jess Hayes and that show, which happens to be where DJ Droop came from.
Right.
And is currently here and there Friday, tomorrow from 7 to 9.
Yep, 7 to 9.
So you can take the opportunity to check them out and go vote for them because they do an exceptional job. And she will be here,
Okay.
Miss Shia Ponte from the as she says, the girl from radio will be
That's
in the
girl
building.
from the radio. Yeah.
The sexy swag will be in the building on the 21st. So everybody take the opportunity to go vote for her. She deserves it, and it's an incredible show, and she does an incredible thing as far as going to help people who are in underground hip-hop music and
right.
trying to give them light and shine. And she does an incredible job.
Yeah, she's a true fan. I was it's just incredible to watch her work and just for her to just beat it. She's a true fan, man. That's I can't even explain. There's no words that can explain how much of a fan she is of the whole indie movement. You know what I mean? So shout out to The Choice, man, on the real. Jess Hayes as well, man. They're both.
Yes, Jess Hayes.
Shout out to Pyro and JB as well, man.
Oh yeah,
Hot Waters.
I keep forgetting Pyro every time I say Jess Hayes.
Yes.
Pyro, thank you for holding us down and watching us every week as well.
Yep.
We love the opportunity that you have with coming in and checking on us and shouting us out and putting us out there.
And
The Evening Experience show page, please go follow.
For sure.
As well as we have a YouTube page, The Evening Experience, all one word. Go watch the shows previous and prior to this one. I know a lot of guys are going to be going back to see this show because
that's for sure.
that sexy swag was in the building. Miss Chela.
She has a great head on her shoulders, man. God bless her, man.
She has a great everything else. too.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
Oh, you still here? All right. Oh,
I'm
I thought you would have disappeared.
Nah, I'm chilling.
All right. So definitely, what's going on is crazy right now. On ESPN, there's a young lady that's being crucified at this moment because of the fact that she made statements that are actually true against the president of the United States. So I dare somebody to tell me that I can't say this man's a bigot, this man is racist, this man is taking the support of people who basically hate other people and running with it and making it say and saying that it's the American way. People are supposed to be able to say what they want because I'm, Donald Trump and I believe this. Yeah, yet you were turning around and not too long ago called the other president that was just previously in chair, my president, President Obama, a racist. And what kills me is the fact that nobody censored you. Nobody wanted to have your head brought before the table. And his White House press secretary turned around and said, and I quote, that this young lady should be fired because of that. Now, she was recently on a Breakfast Club and they talked about this. And then ESPN put out a statement for her, not her statement, but put out a statement for her and said she should have never said that. And that's not the views of that station. The president of the United States is garbage. There's no intrinsic value to the orange dude in the chair. If you think so, that's your business.
Now, I also want to add this. This is not a good look for ESPN at all. Most of the country, they still support ESPN, but ESPN solidified themselves in their stance. And to a lot of people that are like us in here, that's not a good look because you're saying, I understand, one person doesn't represent the many in, businesses and corporations and something like that. But in the same breath, this is the orange dude we're talking about. This is the same dude that had a white supremacist part of his staff. Like, how is Jemele Hill out of pocket or out of line for saying what she said? Yeah, maybe she's out of line because she works for a corporation like ESPN, but at the same time, what she said wasn't wrong.
Number one, she works for media. The stance of all media people accordingly is supposed to be where they're impartial to the facts that are being presented and don't give opinions, but basically state what had happened or has happened in media or what they come upon as far as stories. But that, I'm sorry, you can differentiate the two, but you can't separate the two because this person in of themselves are going to feel some way. She's African American. You can't tell someone, I'm sorry, you have to turn off your color when you go up on the camera. You can't be a person that respects and has desires or feelings about anything.
And again, just piggybacking on what I was just saying, like, again, it's just not a good look. Yeah, ESPN is kind of treating Jemele Hill kind of like it's going to start looking like the Kaepernick situation. If they like what you're saying, you're good. As soon as you go against what they say, you say something a little controversial, you do something a little controversial, now it's an issue.
I'm going to quote D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley said, and I quote, he said, y'all took a dude who got put up for double homicide, he got a ring, and took him back. The dude who killed dogs and animals, you took him back. People who do domestic violence, you keep them. People who use drugs all day long, because steroid is a drug, despite somebody doesn't want to think that. Weed, despite people smoking it and going, you don't understand the benefits of the stuff that people, yeah, whatever. It's a drug. The fact that people are aligning with this and making it seem as if it's okay for those people to be in the industry. And this man took a stance against police brutality.
That's it.
For African Americans and wanted to show how it was distasteful for people to just keep bypassing this and not doing anything about it. And he felt because he had a status, that people would see this and not only talk about it, but make it something that would carry forward, and people would get out and protest against this.
Right. And with change, it's an old saying. I don't know if I'm gonna say it right because it's old, but here I go. I mean, for there to really be change, the people that aren't affected have to be as outraged as the people that are affected. And in this country, it's not like that. And until we get to a point where it's like that, where you got people that police brutality is not really an issue to them, like white folk really don't have to worry about encounters with the police turning deadly the same way people of color do. So when, essentially the majority, white folk, until the majority of them are as outraged as we are, we're not gonna really see change, man.
So what it is our next guest is here. He was just calling me just to let me know that he is here. So just to let you know also that, we express real opinions because we believe in this show giving our opinions. We're not going to sit there and run away from the responsibility of speaking up against wrong. And I don't care if it was a black person treating a white person wrong, I'll be standing up here saying the same thing.
Exactly.
I don't discriminate against who's being wrong. I'm on the side of right.
Right.
Not wrong.
Every time. And we have a platform, so it's our obligation to use this platform to spread the positivity and then speak on the negative things and kind of give our opinions as to ways we can change it and help fix it.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into Brave Hearts. I want to play that for Nas. Once again, shout out to Nas for his birthday, hitting that 4-4 up in there. And on the 25th, I'll be hitting my 4-4. So
that's soon. That's 11 days.
Right around the corner.
I'm in great company. Yo. Once again, we are here. Now, if you're looking at your station again, don't adjust your sets. Yes, this is a new person sitting up here.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Antonio Breez.
What's up?
In the building.
Hey, I'm finally here all the way from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm a little late, but
What's good?
you know
It's
what
all
I'm saying?
good, brother.
What's up?
So you were dealing with the Tea Party before you got here, so that's why you're running a little bit late. But we appreciate you coming.
Hey, thank you for having me, y'all. For real, it's an honor, man. It's an honor to be here. Up in New York.
So you got an album that's coming out, The Convocation of Antonio Breez?
Yeah, that was the last album. The Convocation of Antonio Breez came out last year. That was my debut album. And then right now I'm campaigning my second album, The Migration Narrative. That's on my shirt right now.
There we go.
It's the second album. It's dropping October 13th next month. I'm really excited about it.
Month away. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Okay.
a month away. Yes, sir.
The How I Found You is on Instagram. And there was a song that you did that came off your Black Italian album.
Yeah, the mixtape. Yeah.
The mixtape. And I was like, yo, this kid got bars.
Which one was that?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have the video playing on actually our show page. This is where I get old. It's not your beat. It's actually one of the.
Yeah, it was mostly freestyles on that mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was paying homage to a lot of people.
But I played it for him. See, he's a Future, Migos, and all these new people fan. And I showed him what real bars look like when I saw you. I was like, this is what real music looks like.
Right.
People actually can understand the words that are coming out your mouth.
You be forgetting, man. I'm with the bars too now.
When you go to the bar, order a drink.
Listen, that means a lot
That
to
was
me.
a good one.
That means the world to me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those people. Like, I really appreciate, like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, for you
And
to
that's
say
what
that,
I try to tell them. In 2017, it's a lost art to hear people actually spit, who can actually freestyle, who can actually rhyme, who say stuff that you can actually understand, that you can actually connect with.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have that process as to the best way to speak to the masses these days without saying and making noises. I don't get that, but
yeah. I mean,
somebody who wait, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Man.
Younger than you, and who actually respects bars.
Yeah, I respect bars. I mean, I just feel like it's crazy. I feel like this industry don't really Want people who can spit bars though, no more.
I mean,
You
said it
that's-
correctly, brother.
That's not what's, I guess, making the money right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but bars, if you could spit, I'll listen to that all day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's not like the trend anymore.
Yeah.
Speaking of the trend, I was just over there at Republic Records before I came over here, and it was wild because I couldn't get upstairs in the building, and I was just thinking to myself like, if only they could hear me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in there because there's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that's on right now that don't necessarily that can't spit like I do. So it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that.
One of the other ones that caught my eye, and I'm trying to look it up, was Between the Sheets.
Yeah.
Yo, when I heard that, I was like, he's throwing over a Biggie beat.
Yeah. And I paid homage to the Isley Brothers too.
Wait, to the who?
Isley Brothers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know who they are.
Who are they?
I know they're a group.
And as I said,
Yeah.
this is 2017. See, I tell people all the time, music has been around for God knows how many years.
Yeah.
And the respect for the people who paved the way is, to me, a better way of showing people that you respect what is being done and how it's being done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when I heard you, I was like, yo, he's taking me. This is what music's supposed to be.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I'm just, I'm trying to pay homage to those who came before me, man. Hip hop is just it's a serious, I say it's a discipline. It's a serious discipline. And it's not, you don't just do it for yourself. You do it for those who came before you. My father was an MC when I was younger. And I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just seasoned.
Respect,
so I just respect it.
For the craft.
Yeah.
For sure.
These young bucks got no respect.
You from Boston, right?
I'm from Boston. I was born in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
BK to the fullest.
Yeah.
So what's the hip hop scene out in Boston like?
In Boston, man, it's kind of tough, to be honest, because in Boston, it's not like New York or like Atlanta or like California where like everybody just kind of like, shows love to each other. In Boston, you gotta run and get like the feature, you know what I'm saying? For people to really believe in you. Or you gotta run and be on this platform or that platform before they be like, yo, this dude's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I got a lot of respect in Boston. A lot of people's like, yo, this dude's tough. But I'm coming. Like,
For sure.
And I see that you also have a clothing line that you're putting out as well.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the clothing line?
Clothing line right now, I mean, this is one piece off of it, but I went to school for graphic design, so I'm helping a family member of mine, and it's the Goodell Alexander Co. But also, I rock a lot of people's apparel. A lot of people like want to sponsor and stuff like that. So, I rock everybody's joints. I don't turn nobody down. I'll be like, sure.
So when you get the clothing line out, of course, you can come back.
Yeah,
and,
I got you.
Drop off some samples.
I got you, bro.
6X. I'm just saying.
I got you.
But not only that, what I liked about the fact that when you sent me your bio, and this is the craziest thing in the world, and normally they don't discuss bios, but when you sent me your bio, not only did you send me that, you sent me the actual, the competencies of what your actual following is, which I thought was incredible.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the comparisons that were given about you, the fact that you were on MTV.
Yeah.
They compared you to Jay-Z, Nas.
Yeah.
Which I thought was incredible because these guys are like
Heavy
rocks
hitters.
at Gibraltar.
Yeah. I mean, that's what other people said. I never compared myself to that, but that's what other like DJs and stuff said about me. And it was whatever, It was like, okay.
But tell me, what do you want to leave as far as with your music on the table for people to understand about Antonio Breez?
I want them to know that, like I said, I represent real hip hop. I represent the people who, still into that. And I'm coming, man. It's my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way up. That's it. That's all they got to know. TMN October 13th.
Here we go.
And you have other shows that are coming up as well.
Yes, sir. I got a couple radio interviews, and I got a show in Philly that I'm doing next month. And I ain't going to act like I'm super booked. Like, whatever comes and people want me to do, I'm like, whatever.
Well, in actuality, what's the funny part is, and actually what I saw was you were actually on your social media on the way down here.
Yeah.
So you're very social media conscious.
Gotta be.
So let everybody know where they can find you.
Yes, it's at Antonio Breez, ANTONIO BREEZ. Yeah. On everything.
On everything. There we go.
Yeah.
So hit up that SoundCloud. Definitely check out his previous mixtape and his album.
Yeah.
And definitely get an understanding of what this young man is doing.
Yeah.
He's bringing hip hop to what it's supposed to be. He's giving it the light that it's supposed to have at the tender age of 22. So he has long in the game to go, and I'm telling you right now, you heard him here first, right here on the Evening Experience.
Yes, sir.
So when he gets to that plateau or that pinnacle where he's way up there,
Yeah.
that you can actually sit there and go, hey, you heard him here first.
You heard it here first. Yeah.
I don't know if this is doing too much. But you got bars off the top right now? We could throw a beat down for you?
Yeah, sure.
We can do that?
Yeah. I'm
DJ.
a rapper, right?
DJ.
Hold on, I think my man Phil's outside. Somebody let him in, you know what I'm saying? Yo. Yeah. Okay. Hey, B. Yeah. Okay. Yo, Phil. Yo. You're witnessing magic as I switch to this graphic. Claim you moving units, the proof and it's only photographic. Fuck status, I'm good with the mathematics. Divide you like fractions, you get what I mean? It's average. This is a classic. The first caveman to spark acid. Straight off the dome, freestyling and I'm doing it mad quick. Couldn't be a magician how I roll with these bad tricks. Smooth as a criminal, nothing said is subliminal. I play these monkey bars, but your swag is on kinder school. I make a millimeter, now watch me rule. These talented jokes, so I'ma act a fool. So tell me who really the best in the beam. I'm living these dreams, we on TV screens, I'm trying to get seen. I remember when I was in my first magazine, dreaming double XL, these dudes half asleep. Hey B, yo, listen, okay, she wasn't feeling me then, but she's feeling me now. You were pretending me, you was my enemy, now you're in front of me now. Flow with a century, wow, haters be checking my style. I'ma be here for a while, you should throw in the towel. Get you a quick with a smile, the way that I'm flipping, ripping my flow so ballistic. Be realistic, if you wanna battle me, you know you can get this. Your girl want this, she's sick of her lipstick. Now I'm calling her Dr. Lipstick. You hating, I'm painting the picture, show her how things are different. Rap is an infant, now I just played at my first christening. Knew I was gifted, no gifts on Christmas. High school, I was all wrapped up, but on nobody's wish list. The success is delicious, cause I'm a carnivore cannibal. Understand I'm an animal, I break these haters down to their jawbones and they mandible. It's understandable, since I hate stop trying to handle yo. B-U-S-I-N-E-double-S like they professionals. I tell them I don't need no help, it be acceptable. Let them know that they girls hands on. I'm talking we remote, get tough entertainment. Hard bars so that we promote. I got that antidote, 116, you'll need a doctor though. The hottest flow, AB got that buzz. I ain't talking beehive, you couldn't see I. Even if you had like 3 eyes, militant, your boy's an average though, not even jihad. If flex drop bombs, this is jihad. You retard and you don't really want it when it comes to this rap. I stretch Mr. Fantastic. You go from Mr. 2 Chains to Mr. 2 Caskets. This music got me fresh like I'm wrapped up in plastic. AB. TMN October 13th.
Woo! Okay.
I can see why they said the Jay-Z part. You hit that Iggy style from the early 90s. Woo!
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love. Thank y'all for having me.
So we're gonna get ready to close out right now. And coming up right after us is Real Rec Radio. So stay tuned. You got the beautiful Frenchie and her crew that's coming up. You definitely want to be here every week, every Thursday, listening to your boy Mac357 and your boy
Big Chuck in the building.
Yes, sir. See you soon.
See you next Thursday.
Yeah.
Once again, it's your boy Mac357. This is the Evening Experience. And one of the sponsors for our show is the Barbecue Rib House in Mount Vernon, New York, 529 Gramerton Avenue. You can give them a call at 914-665-3490 if you're looking for some of the best barbecue in Westchester. I'm telling you, finger delicious. I mean, succulent. Anything that you want, from pork, from beef, from rib, from chicken. All farm animals for that motion. You definitely want to check them out at the Barbecue Rib House, Mount Vernon, New York, 529 Gramerton Avenue. Once again, check out my boy Marcel Koenig, Barbecue Rib House at facebook.com.